Welcome, Black. You're tuned in to the Bougie AF channel, and this is the J Nicole Variety Show, where I can promise you I will be over the top and doing the most and providing commentary on everyday social issues, news, pop culture, sports, whatever it is. It should be a variety of things, okay? And please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And shout out to Miss Kim Wayne's visionary in this game, okay? And like she said, y'all ain't heard this from me. And P.S. Please don't get too offended by anything said. I will just claim childhood trauma later on. Enjoy the show. Bye. Janica, Miss Bougie AF, and you are tuned in for Hot Topics. Let's get into it. So, Lizzo, you a little sexual deviant you are. This whole time you with this suppressed big old turtle out here in these streets. Okay, Lizzo. All right, so it's come to our attention that Lizzo has been misbehaving the whole time, right? That's why I said you gotta be easy with people, right? When they are exhibiting weird ass behavior, right? Like you want to be naked publicly. Now, I done been around a few sexual deviants in my day, so for me, I was not surprised by this, to be completely honest with you guys. Look at the picture, okay? She's showing out and doing all that nasty ass shit and got her old titties out and stuff, and y'all had the nerve to be comparing her and Rihanna in that whole see-through mesh outfit. Y'all remember that? Okay, y'all didn't think it was a little weird that she was wearing chaps and shit to the basketball games with the kids around? Y'all didn't think that shit was weird? Like, I'm really concerned with us nowadays, okay? Does she not understand that Lizzo is Lizzo Inc., Lizzo a brand, Lizzo an employer? Do you not think your employees have rights, girl? Are you crazy? Right? Like, so what? You ain't got no friends that you can take on tour with you? Y'all go out to the red light district and them people's Amsterdam? You subjecting your damn dancers to your sexual proclivities? Girl, you got no decency about yourself. But I knew that all along. That's why I was calling you out, because I could see through your fake phony ass and that you weren't about shit. I couldn't really see that, hun, right? You continued to play on people's tops and calling yourself all types of victims as you were being grotesque and eating food, and your big ass thought nobody was going to say, girl, you look grotesque and you're being gluttonous, right? But instead you continue to do things to cause attention to yourself, and then tried to play the victim. And whole time, the way I'm talking about you talking that way to other fat people in private. Girl, you as phony as they come, girl. You as phony as they come. But I clocked you again when you went to that Met Gala celebrating Mr. Karl Lagerfeld and stuff like that. And he ain't like fat people too. And you always making videos talking about we need to be more kind to people. I'm getting off the internet. I can't take it. You got the fuck off this internet because you knew this shit was coming. You knew it was coming. You knew it was coming. You knew when that girl took that tape, you knew this shit was coming. That's why you took your ass off the internet. You think you slick. I see you, big old lady, Odessa ass, touching on the women and stuff. Ooh, girl, this don't look good for you. Not at all. They seeing them people at the courts. They about to be all set. Jane Combs Bougie AF. So listen, this is a post I ran across by Mr. Lil Uzi Vert, where he has simply stated that any type of religion is some type of cult. You all meet at a place to pray and worship. And it's something that I disagree with, even though I do believe and have come to the conclusion that the Black community is riddled with a lot of different types of cults. And I think growing up, and I think for just people in general, I think it's hard for them to see it, right? When you're in something, you can never really see it for what it is. But it is not just simply because you get together and pray. I would never define it as that. I think there's behaviors that exist that are there's a pattern of behaviors that we continue to see, like, right? So let me give you some examples. Like, y'all all know we make reference to drinking the Kool-Aid and what happened with Jim Jones and those people that he had drank Kool-Aid and killed themselves, right? There's also recently a story that came out of Africa where a pastor who continues to get caught scamming and manipulating church people into harmful stuff, where he convinced, like, I think it was like 11 people to walk into the woods and stay there until God comes, and or Jesus comes. And at what point would you let somebody tell you why you ain't coming? Like, I'm just trying to say, realistically, me personally, if I'm in that church, like, you better be coming. Like, why are you not coming? You already met him? Like, what's up? What's the word, right? But it's things like that. Like, there's things like, the people who follow, a Dr. York, or people who follow Dr. Divine, Father Divine in the past, like, or the men that are molesting and touching on little boys and little girls within these church communities, right? And I know some people think communities are extremely important and extremely valuable, in which I also think they are, right? I don't want that to lose sight. I know a lot of times in my videos I'm talking about I don't want to do community stuff, only because I see the harm. The good does not outweigh the harm for me, right? I want to be in healthy communities, right? And when you're talking about something being a cult, we have to understand like what that looks like, right? That looks like anybody who goes against the grain or go against certain people, they get ostracized. That looks like a lot of secrets. That looks like people not being held accountable for their actions. That looks like, you can't ask too many questions. You got to go with the flow. That looks like, group thinking being encouraged. Everybody thinks like this. Everybody does this, right? It's being extreme. It's being a fanatic. It's imposing on other people your will and what you believe, right? So it's so much deeper than just saying that, because people pray together. It's a lot of behavior. And it's just sad because we come from our background is riddled with like church community. So what gay am I? Let's see. Cause AI, like y'all hope y'all get it right. Y'all be fucking with me way too much. What gay am I? You are the otter. I don't know what the hell that means. Like, what does that mean? Like, what does that mean? Like, what the fuck is the otter? Okay, I don't know. Like, just like the he, she, they, I'm all confused on it all. What is that? What does that mean? The otter? What does that mean? And I know the animal, but like, I'm just confused. Like, can y'all just like we need like a dictionary, a pamphlet, a brochure, or something like a glossary for terms or something? Is there a glossary for terms like for the LGBT community? Like, cause this shit is getting ridiculous. Like, who the fuck? Like, what does that mean? That just looks like a well dressed person. Like what is that? What is that? Let me know. Jana Coleman's Bougie AF. Let's get into a little bit of a hot topic out here, right? I guess it's what you call hot topic. Don't forget to check out my YouTube, which is Bougie AF. I'm going to be going live 2 days a week, doing my Instagram scrolls live. Want y'all to come in and let's chat it up, right? With that being said, let's get to it. So you have Miss Ice Spice saying that she keeps a spare pair of panties in her purse at all times, right? So this is what Hot Topics has devolved to, right? I know, right? Like, and the reason why I'm choosing you, I know what you're saying. Like, why are you talking about it, right? But we're talking about it because I think it's really important that we pay attention to the obvious. The obvious being that people like people like a Ice Herb, that's what I nickname her, and people like a Sukiana, and people like a Chlamydia Red. They want to talk about everything else except the talent, right? Like, they want to be known for all of this outrageous, crazy ass behavior, being walked on all fours like dogs and shit like that, instead of being able to get in a booth and spit 16, right? Like, why does an interviewer, and I don't know who brought up the conversation in terms of her panties, I don't know who brought up the conversation in terms of, Chlamydia Red having chlamydia twice, right? I don't know who feels or what man feels that comfortable with just asking those type of things, or why are you open to asking those type of things. But as we see Sukiana, who wants to post pictures of her getting fucked in a bathroom after eating some crab legs, and how easy it is, she's just gonna let it open. That you want to do everything except show off your talent, right? At this point in the game, it should only be about your talent. If you are that bitch and y'all like to say y'all them bitches, y'all was hot, you know what I mean? Instead of just it being y'all having hot vagina that y'all serving out here, right? Y'all like to say that y'all them girls, right? But you can't pop off unless you're doing some lewd, crass, disgusting ass shit, right? All we need you to do is to rap. That's all we need you to do. All we need you to do is to show up with dope songs, right? Like, something that's audible, something that's rememberable. Sukiana, nobody knows any of your music, girl. Nobody knows any of their music. Pound Town Girl, that's the only thing we know. Pound Town, Pound Town. That's the only fucking thing we know. And we sound like retards just saying that shit, right? He's a munch. That's the only thing I fucking know about an ice herb, right? And Nicki Minaj, I'm blaming you, girl. You featuring all these low budget, can't rap ass girls, and when there's a Rocky Bad in them people's Detroit's that is fire, there's Amaretta in them people's Georgia that is fire. Lakia, if you want someone even younger, right? But I think it's all a ploy, Nicki Minaj. You want to big up these girls you know that can't rap better than you. I see you. I see you. Keep the dumb down the genre so that you that really, really the bomb, right? Because there's no way that you can think you're as good as you are and want to sit next to an ice herb. That doesn't make any sense. Greats sit next to greats.